Guys, I love Crocs, and I'm not ashamed. I've been wearing them since 2002. In 2001 in Florida, they came out with the traditional Croc, which looks similar to this. This is a really old Croc right here. And you can tell if you have an original Croc or one that was made a long time ago, the material is really loose. You can almost roll it up and put it in your pocket. But that was 2001. They became so popular, and everyone loved them, that they've just expanded and expanded and expanded. And now you can go to the doctor's office, and what are you going to see? You're going to see your doctor or the nurses wearing Crocs. If you like the salt life, meaning you're in the ocean or you're in the freshwater, you're going to notice a lot of people on the boats. What are they wearing? They're wearing Crocs. You want some trivia? Crocs float. Early on, all these boaters, they were losing their shoes in the surf. They couldn't find them. But with Crocs, it's great, meaning they absolutely float. They have about 14 different styles now, and you're going to see nurses wearing some. Now they even have hospital ones that have a huge sole, and they actually wear them in restaurants called the Bistro. Two of the pairs that I have here that I absolutely love, I think these are the leading ones right now, is called the Off-Road. That's it. Check this out. It is sick. And I love everything about it. Your foot sits deep inside the well. If you're not wearing socks, you're gonna notice these therapeutic nubs, okay? They feel good on the bottom of your feet. A lot of times when you're wearing these, you'll notice, hey, this thing has one serious arch. You know why? It's for people that have problems with their feet. It really is, and it's great if you have plantar fasciitis. Well, you guys know what I'm talking about. You got the problems with your heels, and it feels like someone is stabbing you. Yeah, I know the name, plantar fasciitis. I had it for years. Guys, you want a free tip? Like, give me a tip. My doctor says, Matt, you're 40 pounds over, lose the weight, you won't have problems with it. You know what? Absolutely. I did wear the Crocs. They helped tremendously. But as I lost the weight, I noticed it went away. People wear these because of how comfortable they are. What are the differences between the off-road and the all-terrain? This is the newest, greatest, latest, brightest, shiniest, you know what I'm saying? Right off the bat, we see the therapeutic nubbies. Now, they're a little more distinct in the all-terrain. You can kind of see these side by side, okay? These are a little bit more subtle. These, okay, you can really feel them out. People love that. They love how it feels. Again, you're not going to feel them unless you take off your socks. You might be asking, what else is different? Okay, when we're looking at the bands that go around your heel, when you're looking at the all-terrain, you're going to notice this band is thinner, but it's wider. Is it a big difference? Really? There's no difference at all. Yes, this one is thinner, it's thicker. It's both made of the Croc material. It just feels different, and a lot of people, they'll say, oh no, it's made of a rubber. No, it's made of the Croc material. The difference is it's thinner, so it seems like it's made of a different material, but it actually is not. Some people love the thickness. They love this right here. They love how thick it is. They love the look. Other people like it more, narrow here. It's what your preference is. What other differences are between the off-road and the all-terrain? Well, here's the thing. Check these out, okay? This is your all-terrain. You're gonna see these rubber nubs. These are anti-slip, okay? And so if you are somewhere where it's wet in the floors or like a hardwood floor or a marble floor and you're wearing them in the house, these are gonna benefit you. They're not gonna let you slide. If you're in a kitchen, you're gonna benefit from these. You're in a restaurant, you're gonna benefit because you're not gonna be sliding all over the place. Again, when we look at the off-road, you don't have that. It's not there. Is it a big difference? Not really. I mean, I can walk on anything. I love these things. I've been on SUPs. I've been on those kayaks. I've been on boats. I wear both of them. My main deal is how comfortable are they and do they float? With Crocs, they allow you to pick and choose. They come in a variety of colors. One of the most coveted Crocs right now is the all-terrain and the off-road camo. It's real tree. It's nothing but tough. You have the orange accents. Okay, when we're talking about, again, the all-terrain, what they've done with the straps here is they've sewn a piece of rubber on here. It makes it easy to go ahead and open these and close these. Again, this is the one with the bigger end piece. Off-road, it's different. It's sewn on. It just depends, guys. I mean, really, look at it. What do you like? That's what matters. What do you like? Do you like this where it says Crocs, or do you like this where it's sewn in and this is between the material? You can see they've sewn this piece of rubber in here between the material. This is sewn through the nylon webbing. I like them both. Other thing I like about the off-road is they have this kick stop. This is like Keen boots. If you ever had a pair of Keen boots, you'll notice they have that rubber stop. It's almost like an extra layer of rubber. This is basically just for looks. It's not as distinct on the all-terrain. They have a little bit here, but it's not like the off-road. A lot of people like that look. That's why they go for Keen. Here's the kicker. I heard some guy the other day talking about your foot sits a half an inch deeper in the all-terrain right here. Friends, he didn't know what he's talking about. Look at my thumbs are there. My thumbs are equal. Your foot sits equally in these. Now, is there a difference in the way they feel, in the material? Yes and no. And let me explain why I said that, okay? The material on both of these is the exact same, okay? The molds that they're using for these two on the inside, okay? Because you have two different molds. You have a mold for the inside and a mold for the outside. Obviously, the mold for the outside is different because the Crocs look different. You can tell, okay? It's not rocket science here. But it's how hot they get this material before they pour it into the molds. So, if you are wanting something that's a little bit more squishy, a little bit more comfortable, they don't heat the all-terrain as much, meaning this, it is slightly, and most people can't even notice, okay, just a little bit more squishy. And so if you're on the heavier side, you don't want to slip. You got the rubber nodules here. You want the fat back, okay? Look at. You might want to go with the all-terrain. If you, on the other hand, are going to be hiking and you need something that's more rigid, it's the slightest of differences. I mean, literally, and I've said this before, if someone puts these on my feet and I don't know which one I have on, I cannot tell the difference, nor can anyone else. That's how close it is. But there is, again, touche, the slightest of difference, but it's how hot they put the Croc material into the mold. When they put it in hotter, it gets slightly harder. So guys, I've been wearing Crocs for 20 years, and what I want to tell you is there is no two pair of Crocs that are identical. Why? Because there's all of these different variations. I mean, look at this. This thing is crazy, okay? But in the beginning, there was no really quality control. They didn't care how hot they got it or not. And sometimes if they didn't mold it right, oh my gosh, this was just cheese right here. This is really thin compared to the new Crocs where they've really stiffened the material up here and here. But again, this pair, which is the off-road, is thicker through here. Do you see what I'm saying? It's much thicker, so there's more to it here. Here is thinner, so it's going to bend a little bit more, but it's nothing compared to this, which is just, you know, the original beach Croc, which is basically garbage Crocs. Crocs comes out, everyone's talking about it. I love Crocs, I love Crocs. Some people put them on, they think these are cheap, these are garbage, I'll never wear them. And then they go to the doctor because they have COVID-19, they got the flu, they got a back problem, and they see their doc is wearing Crocs, and that guy's making $250,000 a year, and you're like, Doc, why are you wearing Crocs? Because they're comfortable. Over the years, Crocs has reintroduced themselves over and over and over again, and they've been redesigned, reevaluated, reformulated, okay? And again, because you're dealing with hot liquid rubber, there's no two pairs that are going to be the same. So just because you bought a pair of these and you love these, I mean, you literally, you would bust someone's head trying to steal your Crocs from you, okay? And the next pair you get, they just don't feel the same. That's normal. And I've had that happen before. And here's the thing. If they're not likable, I just send them back and they send me a new pair. I say there's a flaw with them. They don't feel right. They understand that terminology. Do you understand? They understand that terminology. Again, when we're looking at the all-terrain, see the rivet here? It's different than the off-road rivet. Some people like the triangle here. They like the Croc logo. Okay, some people like the streamline of the button here. What do you like? Put it in, post it. Which one do you like? Which one of these are you going to be wearing all the time? Maybe neither. You might like, Matt, thanks for doing the review, but I hate Crocs, okay? Friends, I used to hate Crocs too. But I got tired of losing my shoes in the ocean. And when I was kayaking and stuff, these are great on an SUP. Literally, I would rather wear these with the rubber knobs though on the SUP, because this will grip the deck better than the off-road. But I don't care where I am hiking. Friends, when you're hiking and you got to go through streams, when you got to get muddy and stuff, these are so awesome. I mean, there's just nothing like them. You can wear them with jeans, you can wear them with shorts. They're good looking shoes, and they're nothing like the originals. I mean, these are a canker sore. These are terrible right here. And I've seen some at garage sales that are like, I think are honestly probably the first pair off the line back in 2001, and they are just junk. Look at this. I've just worn these things out. And the original ones, one of the problems was the material would wear out within months. But now, since they've stiffened them up a little bit, okay, and they started doing some new technology here, these can actually last you, depending on your weight and how often you wear them, they can last you over a year. I've seen people make them last for 4 and 5 years. Other people, they're tearing them up. I mean, they're ripping them up. But the thing about Crocs is they have the best customer service. And if something is actually wrong with the shoe, you can call them and they will credit you, or they'll send you out a new pair. I love them for that. You know, someone's like, man, why are the holes there? You know why they originally put the holes there? It's not scientific, because people were wearing these into the ocean. And when they came out of the ocean, they didn't want a shoe full of water, and so all the water would come out the sides. You'll notice that the sides, as you're walking, the water just will come out these two sides and allows water to get in, water to get out. And so you can actually go to the shower with your Crocs on and kind of shake the water out of your shoes. That was the original intent. When you go to the hospitals, they sell a certain version with no holes. Most of the time, the doctors are not wearing the ones with the holes on. They can, but more times than not, you're going to notice that they have a sole that is twice as thick. You can buy the same shoes, but they get on up there with the RXs, meaning you can pay $170, $180 until they go on sale, and then you can get a blowout price. Man, I like the darker colors, the tan. I really am impressed with the tan. I like the look of the off-road. I really do. This is one of my go-to shoes. This is what I wear the most. I love the brown. Look at the brown. The brown just looks pretty sweet. And again, you have that different latchet here. The camo is nothing but tough. If you're a hunter, or if you like to just go out through the woods and, you know, go camping, there's nothing like going camping and wearing these around the campsite. And I like the reflective orange. Again, when I don't want to get robbed, I wear these and people just leave me alone. And so, guys, I hope some of this helped you realize if you tried some of these years back, they have been re-engineered and re-engineered and re-engineered, and they've worked out all the kinks, all the problems. Again, there are no two pair of Crocs that are alike. So you may be wearing a pair of Crocs and you've loved them for years and now you're replacing them, and you get the new pair and the sizing's wrong or the fit is wrong. It just doesn't feel right. Crocs are so good about taking returns and sending you a new pair. I mean, they're the best because they realize with the molds, with the heat, with the baking, with all the things that they do with the Crocs, that there are no two pairs that are the same. I ordered these, okay? And this came, look what it says. It says medium 12. These are not a medium 12. What are these? These are like an 11. I called them up. What did they send me? They sent me a medium 13. They said, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to send you one size bigger because we've changed the sizing. I was like, you did what? Yeah, we've changed the sizing. And so really what this is a medium 12, but now since the sizing has changed, and they oftentimes will do this, and I don't know why. And so if you get a pair and they don't fit right, and you're just like, this doesn't make sense, they've done it, it's on their part, but they will follow up, follow through, and they will hook you up with the right pair. You have to realize, once you get the right pair, you're just going to wear them and wear them and wear them and love them and love them and love them. And here's the thing, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to put a link in the description for all of these, okay? If there's any pair that you're like, I won't put a link for these, but I might sell these on eBay for like $10,000 because I've wore these for years upon years upon years. Maybe some crazy nut out there is willing, man, I want your old shoes. There's some freaks out there. Thanks, guys.